Okay, hello everyone. This is my third try to film this video because every time my phone does this thing that throws me off, it has like a screensaver thing where you're still recording, but the screen turns black, and every time it just pulls me out. And this will happen again, and this time I will not be startled. Okay, so it is 6 a.m. I have not slept because the previous day I slept for 17 hours. So why don't we do something productive together and look at all the books that I have bought here in China in the past year and a half? I've been working in China for more than a year, and in that more than a year, I have purchased many a book off of Doing live stream. Um, the live streams are basically used bookstores. I'm not sure if they're actual physical bookstores, but used bookstores um, that have English books, and they sell them using the auctioning process, except instead of bidding for, to increase the price, you bid your internet speed and you bid your speedy fingers for typing. So it's whoever gets there first gets to purchase the book, and they ship it to you. And it's a very, very cheap, you know, system, even for used books, because, well, I have not bought a book recently in Canada, but I imagine the book sales are quite extensive. And here I've gotten a book around maybe average 20 yuan, which is in Canadian dollar currency is like $4, which is so cheap, my dudes. Like, even without doing the conversion of currency, if you think just 20 Canadian dollars, that's that's still very cheap for a book, I think, because inflation, the economy, it's all gone to shit. So why not indulge a little bit in retail therapy? Now, I do feel like I have over consumed, and I'm feeling doubtful that I will finish my giant pile before I have to go back to Canada, and I don't know if I can bring my collection with me when I go back because books are heavy and luggage is expensive to add onto your flight ticket. So, I'm just gonna show you guys my collection. The screen has gone dark again, and I was not startled this time. Okay, so, um, let's start with the top. Bill Bryson, A Short History of Nearly Everything. I didn't really have any interest in this book, um, but people here seem to love Bill Bryson, and they were really hyping it up. They're like, "Oh yeah, this commenter, this frequent buyer was looking for a Bill book. We have another Bill book, everyone." Because it's sort of like they're pulling um from like their warehouse, and you don't know what the next book they're introducing is. And usually when they introduce them, um all the commenters are like, "Hey, this friend I know was looking for a Bill book," and I was like, what is the big deal about this guy? So, you know, I got the book. It's this thick. I haven't read it. I don't know what else to say. It's, I can't do a book review because I have not read it. But the physical book itself is a little yellowed. Originally sold for £8.99 in the UK. Do I do it like a does it focus? I'm not sure how to. It's not a beauty blog. But yeah, that is it. It's a little dirty. I don't know if you can see it here. It's a little dirty. But yeah, that's Bill Bryson, who I had no interest in. Um, and I bought anyway because I was curious about the hype. That's how they get you. Okay, next one. This one I got off Pinduoduo, I think. Yes, I got this one off Pinduoduo. And you can tell the print is a little bit like, okay, I'm not sure if you can tell from the back. From the back itself, you have the author's picture, but it's a little wide. It's a little stretched. It's like this is not the official book. It's like a pirated version, I guess, which is not great. But here also you can see it's a little, the print is coming off a little bit, or maybe that's just, oh no, it's not. It's just how it is. Yeah, so Pinduoduo not ever going to get you the officially published versions of anything. But I was enticed by the summary here. I don't know why this is not the summary. I was enticed by the summary here, and you know, this is another book that I will not read, or I might read it, but chances are very low. So this book is new and it's not yellowed. There's your book review. Next one. Okay, we're gonna do another Pinduoduo book. Here is yeah, that is the outside. It's also a Japanese bestseller. I think you can tell from the back. Oh no, this one's better actually. Maybe this is an official book. It has a neat little illustration inside. This is the first time I flipped through it, which says a lot about me. Yeah, that's that. Oh, I didn't say the names of the books. This is a terrible book channel. I'm not a book channel. This is a terrible book video. Lonely Castle in the Mirror. That's the one. By Mizuki Tsujimura. That's what we're gonna say. I'm so sorry if I'm not saying it right. Then we have What You're Looking For Is in the Library by Michiko Aoyama, translated by Alison Watts. Then we have our next one we're gonna pull randomly from my pile. This is Trevor Noah's Born a Crime. This is his autobiography, I believe. Yes. I think this is the official book. I don't know if this was... It's a little bent. I'm not treating these books really well because I just piled it in the corner. But that's this book. Also new. I think I also got it off Pinduoduo. Yeah, so that's Trevor Noah's Born a Crime. This is the miniaturist, this one, by Jessie Burton. Yellowed Pages. This is from Douyin. And nothing to say, just enticed by the summary. Okay, next one we got Rise and Fall of Modern Medicine by James Le Fanu. This is again from the Douyin live streams. Yellowed Pages. There's like a... Oh, I have this in here. Okay, it gives a Chinese summary in case you needed it. That's what they came with. I think it may be for the streamers who might not know what the book's about, which often they don't. They just work for the book company or the used bookstore, and they're not really knowledgeable on all the books they're selling, so they have this little slip, a little cheat sheet. Yeah, because sometimes they'll be selling books that are like, they have no idea what they are, and the commenters have to help them, tell them what they are selling, which is no fault of theirs because they go through so many used books, and like it's too much of an ask to tell your minimum wage workers, streamers, to like get an encyclopedic knowledge on all the books that have ever been published in case that they come upon them. So, okay, this is Going to Hurt by Adam Cade. This is another book that is yellowed, has yellowed pages that I got off Douyin. Yeah, that's that. This one, I think, was 12 yuan. That's what it says here. That's what it says here. Okay. Should I go through all the prices? I don't think they have prices. I think that was the only one with the sticker. Okay, let's see. Oh, they fell on the floor. Well, we'll deal with that later. At times like these, I know y'all wish that I edited my videos, but honestly, I'm just shooting off the cuff here, so we're all in this together. The Prison Doctor, Woman Inside, by Dr. Amanda Brown. I think with like This Is Gonna Hurt and The Rise and Fall of Modern Medicine, I don't know, maybe I was on like a medicine kind of kick. Not too yellow. The pages are, you know, it's obviously a used book, but it's pretty good. Pretty good. Not too yellow. Okay, we know this one. This one's Wicked. And it was such a find. And by such a find, I mean it was during when Wicked was showing in theaters. And I was like, oh my god, what are the coincidences? What are the chances? And so I got it. Also, quite yellowed. This book is like that. And it's very thick. So I don't know if I'm going to read it. Next, we have Starvation Heights by Greg Olson, I believe. The chilling true story of a doctor who starved her patients to death. So I think I was on like a doctor's medicine kind of kick. And this one does not tell me how much they sold it for. So I will not be able to tell you that. This, The Tattoo of Auschwitz by Heather Morris. Yeah, I still just, I don't know if I would call it a special interest or a hyperfixation, or I don't know. It's a little weird when I say it, but like as a kid, I was interested in learning about the Holocaust and reading about the Holocaust. And it hasn't been as, much of a draw for me still. That it all sounds really weird when I speak about it, because as a kid you're like, okay, why are you so fixated on the Holocaust? And as an adult, you're not as fixated on the Holocaust. Why? Why is it not that important to you anymore? It's just weird no matter how you frame it. But yeah, that's the book. Not as yellowed here. That's there, but whatever. I'm doing the exact same thing the streamers do, by the way, which is they show you all the sides of the book, and then you go, hey, I would like that, and they're like, great, let me write your name on it, or write your Scream name on it, so then we can add you up and add your tab and then ship it off to you. Except no one is getting my books because I don't know how to do that on YouTube, and also I don't think I can. Maya Angelou. I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings. I have GERD. I have heard great things about this book, and this was also such a find. Oh my god, this was such a find. This was 13 yuan. Also, I realize I'm showing you I'm showing you my Douyin username, which is, I guess, doxing me. But what are the chances that y'all have Douyin in Chinese? I mean, don't. Please don't. Look me up. That would be weird. I don't have anything on there, but that would be weird. Um, but yeah, this book, big find. A little yellowed, but pretty good for 13 yuan. Alright, next one, The Boneless Mercies. I think also a big find because I think I had heard about this book back in Canada. And one thing I do or I try to do when I'm looking at the live streams is that if I don't know the book and it looks kind of interesting to me, I go and I look it up first. I read the blurb because in the live streams they will not tell you about the book. They won't read the I don't know if I'm overgeneralizing, but a lot of them aren't fluent English speakers, or they're not that good in English, so they're not going to read it out to you. They're not going to read this out to you. So I looked it up, and sometimes it's okay because no one is chomping at the bit to buy the book. But sometimes when you take the time to actually look it up, the book's already gone. It's all about the speed, And so this one, I was really happy because I think this was the get as well. And that's on me, I think. That was just, it's piled in the corner and I kind of ruined it. I'm not like a very diligent caretaker of my books because I think, books are meant to be enjoyed. And if you enjoy them and you crease them and you bend them a little bit, that's fine. I know people who are book purists who would, tar and feather me, who would burn me at the stake for saying that. But that's why I'm not a book YouTuber. So that's this. It's not as yellowed. Although I do think, I should take more care in shelving them, but I don't have a shelf here. So this is the best we're gonna get. This, Brave New World Revisited. I got this off Pinduoduo. Pinduoduo, I think may have pirated this, but I'm not too sure. It's hard to tell. Does it print out like this? Oh no, this one has a little bit of a... This is raised a little bit. Does that mean this is like a genuine book? Although this just says Vintage Classics info. Does that mean anything? I don't know. But yeah, this new book, Brave New World, Revisited. Not sure how that's different from the original one, but yeah. Also, a book I was interested in, obviously. Otherwise, why would I have bought it? Here is Mark Zuzak. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Bridge of Clay. Now, I read Book Thief, and I read I Am the Messenger. I wrote about I Am the Messenger in one of my English independent study projects in high school. And I adore him as an author. And so this was a find as well. This was from Douyin live stream. And I was like, oh my god, I recognize the author. And no one else did. And I was like, damn. Y'all are not gonna pick this up? Don't mind if I do. But yeah, yellow pages. A little bit of, but it's fine. It is what it is. And also, like, beggars can't be choosers, especially when you're looking at, like, secondhand books. I was gonna say something. What was it? I was gonna say something. It's not coming back to me. Oh well, my chance to be witty and clever is gone. You'll never respect me again. Okay, Will Grayson, John Green, David Levithan. I always thought it was David Leviathan. David Levithan. So this book also huge get for me. Yellow pages. Yeah, I started reading this. This is a book I started reading, and then I put down, and then did not pick up. So that is a book that I currently have. Okay. My grandmother asked me to tell you she's sorry, which I think is from Pinduoduo. And I can tell this one because you know how see how it cuts so close to the edge? They would never print that out in like a officially published. And like the way the text here is there's a little bit of a, how do you explain it? It's not clear. It doesn't look clear. Yeah, but yeah, interested me, so I bought it. That's such like redundant statement, but that is why I bought it. Okay. Agatha Christie. And then there were none. I believe this is also off Pinduoduo. Yeah, and then there were none. Pretty classic book, pretty famous. Agatha Christie. We all know her. Yeah, so that's that. This is so, I don't know what I'm doing. You can tell it's 6 a.m. and I haven't slept. This is how most of my videos go. Not that I know all of my videos were done at 6 a.m. But it's all like, something's not going right. Let me make a YouTube video. Okay, so Gertrude Stein. Look at me now, and here I am. This is from Doing Livestream. I am now feeling really tired. I think I should go to bed after. But I also have errands to run today. I have to go to the bank and figure out how to transfer all the money I saved here to my Canadian bank account. If you don't know how to do that, can you let me know in the comments? That'd be great. Chances, again, are like 0.1 that someone would, because it's now like 23 minutes into this not book review. So who knows who's here? Sound off in the comments if you're here at 23 minutes and 35 seconds. But yeah, Gertrude Stein. Look at me now, and here I am. And a bit yellowed on the pages, but that is that. Gillian Flynn. We got two. Or Gillian? Gillian Flynn? Is it Gillian or Gillian? I don't know. But these are both of the, oh, I just realized I can frame my face like this. Whee! Hello. Peekaboo. Peekaboo. I need to stop. Okay. No self-deprecating talk. We're going to talk about Dark Places, Gillian Flynn. This was another get from Doing Livestream with Gone Girl. I'm not sure if I got those two together or not, but Gone Girl was the big one. And then Dark Places, I think it was the Amy Adams one, right? Or is that Sharp Objects? I'm not sure. Anyways, I think I was first exposed to Gillian or Gillian Flynn in high school, where they did like a blind blind date with a book kind of thing, where they wrote the um first like paragraph of the book, or no, not blind date. It was match the book to the first paragraph, I think, or first sentence. And I was really drawn in with the first sentence of Gone Girl, which let's read it now. Um, when I, sorry, I just realized my thing tilted. Okay, Nick Dunn, the day of. When I think of my wife, I always think of her head, the shape of it to begin with. The very first time I saw her, it was the back of the head I saw, and there was something lovely about it, the angles of it, like a shiny hard corn kernel or a riverbed fossil. She had what the Victorians would call a finely shaped head. You can imagine the skull quite easily. I know her head anywhere. And what's inside it, I think of that too. Her mind, her brain, all those coils, and her thoughts shuttling through those coils like fast, frantic centipedes. Like a child, I pictured opening her skull, unspooling her brain, and sifting through it, trying to catch and pin down her thoughts. What are you thinking, Amy? The question I've asked most often during our marriage, if not out loud, if not to the person who could answer. I suppose those questions storm cloud over every marriage. What are you thinking? How are you feeling? Who are you? What have we done to each other? What will we do? That is the first few paragraphs of Gone Girl, which I think, yeah, I think I did see that in my high school library. So these two books, bigots. Sounds like I'm saying bigots. They're not bigots, big gets from doing live stream. Live stream. I can't speak anymore. I really need to sleep. Okay, we got a couple more. We got 5 books left on this corner. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4, 5. There's 5 over there that I'm not getting. I'm getting them. You shot my dog, and I love you. Anonymous. A true story of bravery, of kidnapping, robbery, fraud, and abuse. And probably also bravery, but that was not in this. Yeah, this is, I don't know, I'm always drawn in by these titles, and I don't know, I guess I would be more of a morbid reader, but yeah, I'm pretty much a morbid reader, I would say. Also, that is so annoying. This has been propped up on a bunch of unfolded laundry, and it keeps slipping. Oh, there's my other one. Okay, so that's that book. Incredibly enticing. This is on the more expensive end. This was 27, yeah. But yeah, it's pretty good quality. I understand why it's only 20, or why it was more. It costed more, but it's only 27 yuan, so that's pretty good. And the next one, How to Kill Your Family by Bella Mackey. And this is also one of the darker books, and this one is a little scuffed, but it's fine. We got Cheap. I don't know where the book sleeve is. I don't think it came with it. And Cheap is by Ellen Ruppel Shell, which, funnily enough, the byline is The High Cost of Discount Culture. I'm sorry, ma'am. Your book was sold off of a secondhand doing live stream. So We'll just put that away. Michael Crichton. Next, the number 1 bestseller. That's, what's this again? What's this again? What is it about? I'm just reading this in silence. I should probably read this out loud. Okay. Talking chimpanzee reported in Java. A group of tourists in Indonesia swear they were abused by a talking ape in the jungles of Borneo. Next, scientists isolate master gene, a genetic bias for controlling other people. Next, new transgenic pets on horizon, giant cockroaches, permanent puppies, industry hard at work. Next, welcome to our genetic world, fast, furious, and out of control. This is not the world of the future, it's the world right now. Is a loved one missing some body parts? Are blondes becoming extinct? Is everyone at your dinner table of the same species? Humans and chimpanzees differ in only 400 genes. Is that why a chimp fetus resembles a human being? And should that worry us? There's a new genetic cure for drug addiction. Is it worse than the disease? We live in a time of momentous scientific leaps, a time when it's possible to sell our eggs and sperm online for thousands of dollars and to test our spouses for genetic maladies. Very Gattaca of them. We live in a time where 1/5 of all our genes are owned by someone else, and an unsuspecting person and his family can be pursued cross-country because they happen to have certain valuable genes within their chromosomes. Devilishly clever. Next blends fact and fiction into a breathless tale of I'm certainly breathless doing this voice. Oh my god. A breathless tale of a new world where nothing is what it seems, and a set of new possibilities can open at every turn. Next challenges our sense of reality and notions of morality, balancing the cosmic and the bizarre with the genuinely frightening and disturbing. Next shatters our assumptions and reveals shocking new choices where we least expect. The future is closer than you think. And the reason I read it like that is because that is how the text emphasizes it. So I am doing a very I can't think of words right now. Very dedicated, very true to text rendition. Also, this guy wrote Jurassic Park, which I didn't know until I got to the back flap. So, interested in this. Alright, last one. And it's actually one of the more expensive ones that I got off of the Doing live stream marketplace. This is the graphic work of Alphonse Mucha, my illustration icon. I am just head over heels and just love this illustration style. This Art Nouveau I don't know. I can't put the words to it. It's 6:30 a.m. I'm so tired. I haven't slept. But this one, 150, which is, again, in the expensive side. But, like, look at that. I just opened to a page of nothing. Sorry. What I meant was, look at that. Look at that. This book was published in, this is really hefty, so I'm really struggling here. Also smells like an old book. Okay, published in Great Britain in 1973. That was when my parents were 6 years old. So, this is like, oh, look at that. Look at that. I almost brained myself. But yeah, it's so cool. It's so cool. It's so cool. Anyways, I think this will be one of the books that I will try to get back to Canada, if not the rest of my giant ass collection. And yeah, that's it for me. I should go to bed, but before I do that, I'm going to wish you all a very good moon day. This was the anniversary of when the astronauts in whichever aircraft shuttle that was landed on the moon. And it is Tumblr Day, and not celebrated elsewhere, so if that outs me as a Tumblr user, so be it. Alright, bye.